hiring costs, employment, advertising. We're trying to get people to come work for us, right? So, letter A. Fenton Financial Advisors plans to use print media to recruit new employees. They decide to buy one ad each month in a financial publication at a monthly cost of $5,400. Right? So, here's something right here. If you're going to do this, you would probably have to decide how many jobs you need to get out of this for it to be worth $5,400. You know what I'm saying? Because of the number of ads Fenton will run, though, they receive a 25% discount per ad. So what is the cost of running one employment ad per month for a year? So what do we do? Times 0.25. Okay? And then what? Times 12. Perfect. Everybody agree? B. For employment ads and newspaper daily charges are $56 for 1 inch of a column for a weekday and $82 for 1 inch of a column for a weekend. What is the cost of a 4-inch weekday ad for 2 days? So we're going to take 4 inches times what? 56, and then times what? Times 2. Oh, the 82 really doesn't mean anything in this one, right? Because the 82 is for the weekend price, and we're going to do it for 2 weekdays. Everybody agree?
4 times 2 times
56 times 4 times 2, right? 56 times 8. Everybody good with that? Okay, turn the page. Letter C. This one's kind of interesting, so make sure you pay attention to this one here. 5 applicants went through the first round of a screening for one opening as an accounts payable supervisor at Wilkins Aircraft Products. The average amount spent by Wilkins of bringing each applicant in for interviews was $1,610 per applicant. Managers spent 2 hours in interviewing each applicant at a cost of $65 an hour. Background and reference checks took 12 hours per applicant at a cost of $41 an hour. Overhead costs were $500 per applicant. What's that mean? What are overhead costs? Kind of like overhead costs would be like your normal day-to-day activities. So like electricity and that kind of stuff, basically overhead costs, okay? What total amount did Wilkins spend on first round screening for the supervisor job? Okay, so what do you think? You got to do what? No. So the biggest thing here is what? You got to recognize what is what, in a sense, and how many times you got to do each thing. So in this one right here, it says the average amount spent by Wilkins of bringing each applicant in for the interview was $1,610. So we definitely have that. Now keep going. Managers spent 2 hours interviewing each applicant at a cost of $65 an hour. So 2 hours times $65 an hour. But how many times did we do that? 5, right? Because there was 5 people. Everybody agree with that? Okay. Next one. Background and reference checks took 12 hours per applicant at a cost of $41 an hour. So what are we going to do there? 41 times 12 times 5 people again, right? Overhead costs were $500 per applicant. So 500 times. Do I need to do 1610 times something? Times 5. So, a couple different ways I could do this one, right? I could have done all these individual ones and then multiplied by 5 at the end, if you wanted. Or you can do it this way. Either way, you should get the exact same answer. Okay? Donald? did something wrong with it. How much? Tyrell's right. Oh, calculator did it. Something wrong again, right? So Tyrell's right. Grand total of $13,660. 60 times 41 would be 0. 240, I think. This would be 650. This would be 0508. Those look like the numbers to me. Okay. Again, don't rely on Don's calculator. All right. You want to go through D? Just to hire some dude. Are you kidding me? Right. So again, this is what you got to think about, right? Now, obviously, we probably need that person, right? If we're going through this process, this is probably an important job. But again, so this is one of those, exempt jobs where you have to have that guy or gal. Okay, so yeah, it makes you think about that all the time now, right? That's why you want to go through this process and be pretty sure about this person, because you don't want Tragan to leave after a month. Yeah. Because then I got to do this all again. Holy cow. Right? So hopefully the person that you hire stays around. And maybe that's where then you put a little bonus in there for them signing with you. You move them to your city. You help them sell their house or something. You got to probably make sure that they're going to stay there for a little while. Okay. Make sense? Yeah. You want to go through the other one? It's pretty much the same thing, I think. Push the wrong button. Do we want to do D? No. Okay. Go over to E. Use the facts from example 3. Okay, so we got to go up top. The Tennell Company hired a contract accountant from the Triple Star Employment Agency at a total cost of $224 a day. A regularly employed accountant at Tennell is paid $182 a day. What is the difference between the cost of the contract and regular accounts in wages only for a 5-day week? So here's an example of the same thing, right? It really costs us a lot of money for our accountant to be sick or be out, because we're losing what? We're paying an extra, what is it? 18 plus 24 is $42 a day. I mean, that adds up quite a bit, right? So if your accountant is a young lady that just had a child and she's going to take her entire maternity leave, what is it now? 6 weeks? I think.
Probably more than that.
Is it even more than that? Is it 8 weeks now? Is it 2 months? I don't know either, but it's quite a bit. And realistically, I think the fathers can get that money too. Okay.
Yeah. Do dads get maternity leave too?
They can get a portion of it for sure. So like I know Schindler took basically maternity leave.
Because Travis hasn't.
Right.
Whoa!
So Westham hasn't been here.
Yeah, but that's only been 3 days.
But how much can they take?
I think they can realistically get the same amount now, and that just changed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you still get paid for it?
And you still get paid for it, and you have to guarantee that person their job back. So you can't, if you would have hired, somebody said it the other day, well, what if I hired somebody and we like that person better? I can't just hire that person and fire my regular person.
That's illegal.
That's illegal.
That's kind of nice though.
Right. So I'm pretty sure, now don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the guy gets at least some time. I don't know if it's the entire time that the lady would, because realistically, and I'm not trying to make this sound bad, but if the lady's the breadwinner in the family, so if she's a doctor and the father is unfortunately a Catholic school teacher, the Catholic school teacher we would rather have, we'll use Schindler as an example. We'd rather have Schindler stay at home and mom go back to work making a lot of money sooner, But The other thing that you think about is the second time, and unfortunately us second kids and so on down the line, mom and dad don't stay home as long. It's just a true fact, right? If you're the first child, mom and dad are probably going to stay home their entire time because they're worried and it's a new adjustment and blah, blah, blah. By the second one, it's a little better. By the fifth one or whatever, sixth one, wow. It's about a one-day deal, right? Mom's back and
They just take care of each other.
they just take care of it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Got 4 more babysitters at home.
Right. In a sense, you do though, right?
True though.
Okay? So you got to think about all that. Did you have another question, man?
That was a pretty dumb question.
That's all right.
No, I'll say it.
There are no dumb
I'll
questions.
say it
in
for a
that.
rainy day.
Okay.
Go ahead, Lincoln.
So let's go down to E then. Use the facts from example. Assume the regular employer received benefits of 27.5% of wages. For which employee, contract or regular, will it cost more per day by considering wages and benefits, and how much more? Well, oh, okay, I see. So what do we have to do on this one? How much does our regular person make? They make $182 a day, right? But then it says they get 27.5% of their wages. So, Donald? I know, I'm taking a chance here.
50.05.
50.05. So basically, this is the daily wage that they're getting for benefits. And if I add that to my $182, $232.05, how much did we get for our transitional person? $224. So essentially, our everyday worker costs us $805 more. But if you don't look into the benefits, then the other person is way more, right? I mean, we're paying the other person a heck of a lot more because it's 224 to 182. So if you're looking at straight wage, then it's, hiring that person that's coming in, the temp person. Okay, so that's kind of an interesting problem. A headhunter, Boyd, is recruiting a plant manager for Xwell Manufacturing on a contingency fee basis. Xwell will pay Bond a 22% fee based on the expected $150,000 salary the manager will earn, plus another 3.2% of the manager's salary to cover recruiting expenses. What total fee will Xwell pay Boyd if the search is successful? So what do I got to do? But don't forget about the bonus, which was the 3.2%. So just add the 2% together and make it 25.2%. So take 0.252 times your $150,000. What do you get? So what do you think about being a headhunter? If you find somebody that sticks in that job, you make $37,800 for finding that person for that company. Pretty good gig, right?
My mom's aunt was like the richest woman in Sioux City or Omaha. She was
She was?
the
I
second
thought that meant
That's bounty hunter.
that's why I was so
Yeah.
confused by this problem.
They kills, get paid for killing.
And bounty hunters don't go out looking to kill people. They go out to look for people that are probably have killed people. They go and
It's a
look.
real job.
Yes. So if you skip bail, those people would come after you.
With guns.
With guns, yeah. But they're not looking to kill you.
So what are they looking to do?
Everyone's injured.
They're looking to basically arrest you and then take you back to the cops.
As long as you're alive, it's fine.
Right.
So they're looking to basically hurt you to get you back.
In a sense. They're gonna do whatever they need to do. Yes. And then they'll get a percentage of that. But a lot of those people are part of the bonds process. So you're getting your bond through that company in the first place. So basically, they're trying to protect their investment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't be a good bounty hunter, no offense. You could run them down, but you might not be able to tackle them. There's your numbers up there.
Go on to your child's.
Number 7.